Bitch, I'm feeling like LeVar Ball. Taught these niggas with their guards off. Christian Lee, he is a blonde thot.
Shit's fire. So Bucks Celtics. Bucks won the series tonight, won by 25. If I remember right, and I could be wrong, let me know, Meech, if there's any truth behind this. We both called Celtics winning this series.
Yeah, I was wrong. I was talking about it.
Right, we couldn't possibly have been more wrong about that. It's just on paper, I don't think anyone, outside of the Nick Wrights and Andrew Basketball Bears of the world, were thinking the Bucks were winning this. And don't get me wrong, I've been a big Giannis guy, but just didn't see the Celtics losing.
Nope. Missed it really bad.
Yeah, really big league.
Guy threw me a breaking ball from hell.
Yeah, and I bit. So, Bear, this is your time to shine on your Bucks call.
Well,
all right, that was good. Good to hear. You
can't stop that guy. He's 6'11". He's athletic. He can do it all except for shooting threes. I think he was still shooting threes. I got to check to see what his stats were with his playoff series, what his 3-point percentage was. But
I'd say he averaged probably 2 threes a game.
And if he made one, that's big.
That's a positive.
Yeah, he had 28 and 8.
So let me ask you guys, with what we've seen, I don't necessarily think we can gauge from last series because it was a Pistons team who not only sucked but was missing Blake Griffin all but I think 2 games. So based off what we've seen from Giannis, is he in the class of Kevin Durant and LeBron James? I'm not saying is he better than them. I'm saying is he in that class? Meech, what do you think? No? What's your reasoning behind that?
Just not a complete game on that high of a level. As much of a closer in high situation. Like, we're yet to see him. Maybe people prove that, but right now is kind of ridiculous.
You just think that we need to see more of him?
He's a monster, but let's channel it. We're talking about Eastern semis.
I don't know about me. I don't know about Bear, but you're cutting out on my end heavy.
I was saying we're talking about the Eastern semis.
Right.
So I'm just saying, just keep going off. He's a monster, but talk about those games.
We'll see.
Eastern semis.
We'll definitely see.
Do you think he's in that class, Bear?
I think he is.
What go with that?
Without Giannis, where's that team? Do they win that series? Did they win the series before that?
They're complete.
They're obviously not dominating the series without him. They're probably not winning it. But you're also taking away an MVP caliber player too.
He's an MVP. We'll see, because Wes is right with the fact that being the Eastern Conference semis. But we'll definitely see. Like I said, I think they're the only team in the East that will give Golden State maybe 5-6 games.
Yeah, he's filling it up like very few can, but I just want to see a next round, right? And then the finals if they make it there.
Right.
Then obviously, there's no denying.
So I think that the Kyrie thing's kind of played out. I don't want to go deep into that. I just think that everyone kind of knew that he is out of the Celtics after this year, and I think it's clear as day that that's where we're at now. I'm really not concerned with where he goes, but do you think that he needs to go somewhere where he can be a number 2 guy, or he needs to be a face guy with just the right coach? What do you think on that, Bear?
I think he needs to go somewhere where he respects the other guy as much as he respects himself to get buckets.
But with that being said, respect goes both ways. You got to earn it. So I mean, what's it gonna take for someone to earn his respect? Someone that's already proven themselves?
Yeah. Yep, 100%. He's going to have to go to a team that has a guy that's already known for his thing. Because otherwise, Kyrie's going to just take over, or try to at least. And if he takes over, we see what happens.
Yeah. What do you think on that, Wes? You think he needs to be the number 1 or number 2 somewhere?
Period.
I'm sorry.
I don't see Kyrie being a period. I don't know what's going on with his situation, but I think Kyrie's a tier 1 player.
You think he's a tier 1 player?
A tier 1 player, not in the sense of we're talking about the top 3 with Giannis, LeBron, and KD, but a tier 1 franchise building player.
Okay.
You build your franchise around Kyrie. I think that works. Maybe I'm deluded.
I think it works. I just don't think it works in Brad Stevens' system where he emphasizes team basketball so much, where
Everybody does everything.
where there's not a star. Like when you think about it last year, Tatum stood out, but he wasn't necessarily the star of the team. Like there were times where Terry Rozier, Jaylen Brown, even Al Horford were going off.
A really good point, honestly, about how it could be.
Yeah.
Kyrie make the other guy flirt.
I just think that he needs to find a certain system that works for.
But you guys think little franchise.
I'm sorry, I can't hear. It cuts in and out. Can you hear him?
I'm
there?
not picking Kyrie. Yeah, I can hear him.
Okay. Yeah.
It's because me and Bear are both echoing, but you're not. So, whatever. I don't know.
I can hear you a little bit better. But yeah, Gordon Hayward, the old 5-year, $130 million man. Yeah, I don't know what to say other than they completely fucked up. There's really nothing else to say on that.
They miscalculated.
That is great terminology.
That's what I thought of it. Just to me, like just miscalculated the buckets they thought they'd get for that money. That's for sure.
But Bear, what were you saying about Gordon Hayward earlier before we started recording?
About Gordon Hayward?
Yeah, about the knee thing. Or the leg, rather.
Oh, he hasn't been the same since that. Did he get his deal before he broke his leg?
Yes, he signed with...
So, there you go. Like, we can't say that was a work deal ever made because this guy snapped his leg. How do you recover from that? Like, Paul George is the only person I know that has.
Right. Yeah,
And I guess he was seen as nasty at the time. But...
he wasn't going to give you 7, 2, and 2 before he broke his leg. He was going to at least get 15, 5, and 5.
Right.
So he signed that deal, and on the first game, I think within the first 3 minutes is when he snapped his knee against Cleveland.
Yep.
Tragic.
Very tragic.
So Golden State's up 57-43 on Houston. Series is tied 2-2. My big thing was... Well, I think that Barry's even said KD's going to go out and get his 30. It's a matter of containing the other guys. My thing was Clay or Steph have to step up to give it a chance. KD has 20, shooting 50%. Klay Thompson has 17 at half.
Yeah.
Steph is still really cold.
Steph's up.
He's 2 of 8, 1 of 6 from 3. I don't know if Aisha, whatever, Curry, is in his head about... Did you see that thing that she put out today or yesterday about how she wants men to notice him?
It's rigged.
Did you see that, though?
About how she wants men to notice.
Yeah. No, she wants men to notice her. She's like, I want people to respect our marriage, but I want men to notice me. And it's like, what?
That was it.
Yeah, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's not necessary.
Yeah.
You don't need to say that.
Go with, like, less said about that quote, the better.
I just don't know why she would have put that out. But, anyways. Harden with 14. Eric Gordon, who's been really hot, 0 of 7 tonight. So there's that.
I mean, it's just crazy. Curry's allowed to burger. They're up 14. Nobody will say anything.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
But it doesn't matter. Because Katie's got 20.
Yep. And the thing is, they're what they're going to talk about tonight is not Katie having 20 at half. They're going to talk about Klay Thompson caught fire, 17 at half.
First, Klay Thompson.
That's what they're going to talk about tonight.
It won't be about Curry not performing.
And it won't be about KD doing the hard carry.
People want Curry to be held to this standard of a top-tier player, the best player. When he doesn't perform in these games, he has to get slandered.
It's not over yet.
No, but he's been burgering all series. He's obviously...
And it doesn't matter. And it does anything.
He
not
may-
treated to the same standard as the other top players when they don't perform in big games.
He may hit a big shot down the stretch, but he's not going to put the team on the back and be the reason they win tonight.
If LeBron did anything like some of these games, like it would be the whole media show the next day, and it's just swiped under the rug when it's Curry.
And the day after.
Skip Bayless would have a field day.
Oh,
Yeah,
he'd be like,
that's
Michael
LeBron
Jordan
has
would
5.5.
never.
And they're winning by 14.
Barry McCockner, the guy that we follow on Twitter, he's always there's this thing that he always puts out about the top 5 NBA players, and he always puts out number 1 LeBron, number 2 KD, number 3 Steph with a double-digit lead, because he always plays good when they're up like 20.
Oh yeah, that might be the truest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, because whenever they're up double digits, he just makes it rain from 3. But crunch time playoffs,
He's great when it's going good.
yeah,
When you got to have the bucket though,
you're going to KD.
you ain't going to that guy. You ain't going to Steph.
So, one thing on the Rockets, real quick. Like, Harden's been getting his. Eric Gordon caught fire a little bit here and there. Where the fuck has Chris Paul been? Like, is Cliff Paul playing?
There might be some State Farm commercial. He might be busy.
Chris Paul is not Chris Paul anymore.
No.
He's Cliff Paul.
He hasn't been doing anything. Like, he only has 1 assist tonight. And I get that James Harden is the one controlling the offense and everything, but you got to get Chris Paul involved, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was the reason that they should have won.
Yeah, and they just completely have shied away from him. He has 6 points, 4... Why does he have 4 rebounds right now?
Why?
It's just, I'm not
don't think
understanding
with,
what D'Antoni's doing with that team.
Famous roast. You put 2 hands up and you grab the ball and you come down with it. That's a rebound.
Yeah, no, not even the right play. Like,
There was a Baylor player that did that a couple years ago. Do you know what I'm
yeah,
talking
that was
about?
legendary. Al Farouk, or no, what was his name? It was something like that.
It was great.
He had some crazy name.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring it up real quick.
It was Prince something.
Here it is. It's
New
Terry
Trident
on
Tropical
Prince.
B5.
He's explaining a rebound.
Oh, bro, that is a great.
It's fantastic.
Here it is.
Rebounded by Yale. How's that happen?
Are you directing that towards anyone?
Gentleman who just
Just
talked.
how does Yale get 30 rebounds in Baylor?
He had the stat sheet.
Tori?
Tori,
You said how do they
yeah,
have more rebounds?
You
than
said
us?
he got out rebounded. I was surprised. You did. 36-32. How does Yale out rebound Baylor?
You go up and grab the ball off the rim when it comes off, and then you grab it with 2 hands. That's considered a rebound. So they got more of those.
They had more of those than us.
That is straight
That guy's
comedy.
beautiful. And he was actually nasty, too. He was a good player.
But yeah, I'm still on Golden State winning this series. I think it just took a matter of Klay or Steph catching fire. I would love to see Golden State win tonight, Houston win tomorrow, and then it come back to Oracle for Game 7.
Right.
Do you think that it
You know,
Do you think it
I
goes
know
7?
hating on Steph is perceived as like hating on Tom Brady, like the successful guy who's leading the way. That's just not what's happening.
No.
You know what I mean, though? That's how it's perceived, kind of.
It's like, dude, you're just a hater.
Yeah, like, no, I'm not just hating on Steph because he wins all the time.
It's just you can't have the when you go out and score 30 on hitting 8 threes that you're the greatest ever, and then whenever you put up 5 points in the first half, it's like, oh, well, that car crash last year is just really affecting him now.
I just have so much more reason to hate KD, and for some reason I always come to like Steph costing them. So it is what it is.
But on different subject, instead of going the process and the 6, let's hit on Denver and Portland. I need Bear to tell me about his boy Jokic.
Oh, my man, Jokic.
Yeah, like, don't you make sweet love to the thought of him or something?
Yep, every night.
I don't blame him.
I don't either. Dude's a monster.
He's an absolute unit. He had 19 rebounds and 25 points. Gonna fly under the radar, but the guy had 6 assists.
I was gonna say his court vision is just out of this world, especially as a center.
We haven't seen a guy like him. He's a generational player.
Which one of you said that he's a rich man's Marc Gasol?
Me.
That was me.
That was Meech. Yeah, that was a great call. I like that comparison.
Or whatever you want to say, Marc Gasol's a poor man's Jokic.
Yeah, I like the rich man Marc Gasol.
Mark's great. So that's like, you know what I mean? Jokic is a unit.
And he's young.
He's doing it in big games against the Trailblazers. I feel like they seal the deal the next game. They're up 3-2. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're going back to Portland, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I think Denver wins, and it's going to be a close one. Maybe 3 points.
This playoffs is actually lit.
Yeah, it is.
I'm surprised.
I'll agree with you for the simple fact of we need to rewind to the series prior that Portland played against OKC. Lillard and McCollum went off, but I think that we are overhyping how good OKC really was.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is obvious that Denver's a real team. And I've been hating on Jamal Murray as much as, oh God, just about anyone possibly could. And I'm here to tell you that Jamal Murray and Jokic are far from regular season guys. Like they're not Peyton Manning.
Lillard's a monster, but he buried a pretender. OKC's a pretender.
Yeah, and Denver's a contender.
The difference, the big fucking difference.
Yeah, just because you have Russell Westbrook and Paul George, you have the names there, but the play isn't out. The play isn't going on.
What do you? I thought they had playoff teams. Oh,
What does Skip call him?
what does he call?
George Paul.
Yes, that's what it is.
He says, I saw a lot of George Paul tonight. I was hoping I'd see some Paul George.
Oh my god! I share a birthday with George Paul.
The career Skip is made out of comedy
Just
like
joking,
this.
people. Just the best one still to this day is Zaza the cheap shot.
I don't know. The chosen one became the frozen one's pretty good.
Oh, that one too. That's great.
The frozen one.
And the stuff that I've always been big dicking into though is straight comedy.
When they, we'll never all hear the end of that when they beat us in the playoffs. With one throw, he had went to her, and everybody's like, "This guy did it."
And then the hole he threw for 316 yards, and he wore the John 316. So, yeah.
Well, Austin 316 says back.
Give me a hell yeah. But yeah. So my question is, if Denver wins this game and they go to the Western Conference Finals, I don't even care what happens. I don't care if they get swept. I don't care if they sweep whoever. I don't care if it's a series. Is Denver a real destination after this year? Like, because
There, go in. This is your baby.
100%, they're a real contender. You can build around Nikolai. It doesn't matter who you have with that guy. He's a scorer, a passer, a rebounder. This guy can shoot from the three. You can just build, even if they have to like send some people off and get some new people, it won't matter. It just won't matter.
Get him some snipers.
The way Jokic can facilitate at any point on the court is to me a destination. Like, this guy can do it all.
Who wouldn't want to play with him?
Exactly, because you have stars like Kawhi who doesn't pass the ball, and you have Jokic who's a star that gets everyone involved, makes his teammates better.
And just to like draw that comparison, I made even more in his day. Who didn't want to play with Mark Gasol?
Yeah, I mean, Memphis wasn't a destination spot, but yeah, you're right.
Love playing with Mark Gasol.
But is there any chance that CJ or Lillard catch fire tomorrow night?
Always a chance for Lillard.
Especially in Portland.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Portland lost, but as Bear said, like predicting Denver, I mean, Denver just looks like they look the better team, whereas Portland's being held up by the Stars.
So I'm going to throw this out there. I'm going to say that it's going to take at least 55 from McCollum and Lillard combined to win that game tomorrow. I'd say if they don't get that, they lose.
I think they get that every game almost, right? Oh, except for maybe the first game.
Well, they haven't been getting it together. Collectively, at
Wait.
least.
To the whole destination thing, not to go off topic, but Jamal Murray is only 22 years old.
From?
Jokic, 24 years old.
Jamal Murray
This
from?
is totally. Jamal Murray is only 22 years old.
From?
I don't care, dude. I'm telling you what their age is, bro. I'm telling you whether or not they're going to be a destination in Denver.
God, I just thought you knew your basketball.
Okay.
I'm washed 5 years there.
Anyways, before Clay decided to be
Wrecking
the
your
poor man
tape.
Skip Bayless,
Yeah, Bear, go ahead. Christ.
this is definitely going to be a great team. They're young. They have great talent. Jokic is a god. That's it.
I can agree with that.
Yes, I like Denver going forward a lot. I love Jokic.
So, just to touch on the process in the six real quick, we don't got to go into that long. Embiid, I don't know if he's sick or if he's hurt, but he is just not available 100%. I don't even know if he's 50% for that matter. The Raptors are bullying them. Jimmy Butler, I mean, I don't know what to make of that guy anymore. I think he's a really good B+ player. Would you all agree with that?
Yes.
Who are we talking about?
Jimmy Butler?
Yeah. That's a really good way to put it.
I don't think he's anything more than that. I think he has.
You said Butler. Sorry.
You're good.
He's still Jimmy Buckets.
Yes, Jimmy Buckets, but only sometimes.
Yeah.
Not on Sunday. Closed on Sunday.
And I mean Simmons. I mean, I'm sorry, but the Magic Johnson play style is just not going to work in today's league.
He's not Magic Johnson, first of all.
I'm saying the play style.
I could go in and I've been saying that, but
What?
I don't think like Magic in his day, absolute unit, couldn't be fucked with. I don't know if that's working right now.
And not in today's league, dude. You got to shoot the three, or you got to
chucking. Yeah, with people chucking.
like. I mean, the
Came
six
back
the
down from
six
35 anymore.
the 16-8-8 is just not cutting it, especially when you're not even attempting a three. I still think that he breaks up with Kendall Jenner before he shoots a three.
Just Magic. First of all, the 20 and 15 would definitely win you games. Or put that out there. That's what Magic was doing. 20 and 15. So
Yeah.
that'll win you the game. This is Ben Simmons trying to play like Magic, but and you guys gotta watch, bro. Magic could shoot through if he was open. You can't just leave that guy open.
Well, that's just it. Simmons ain't getting you 15. He's getting you half of that.
Simmons truly can't shoot,
Right.
even if you leave him open.
Magic can't shoot either. But no, it worked. He dawned everybody in the day when it's good for him. He's nasty. He'll probably always hold like a top 5 spot, but it was mine. And he's nasty, but I just don't know if Magic's finessing today's league the way it's played.
I don't know. I think that
Not on the same level.
not on the same level. I think that he still finesses the league. It's just
Well, what you're saying, what you're asked as a guard in today's league to do.
yeah. But the thing is, I don't know. That's a really
hard.
weird.
It's actually hard to say either way. Like, we could be wrong, Bear could be wrong. You really can't say definitively.
Yeah. The one thing I will say about Ben Simmons is excellent defender. Dude, 6'10", can guard just about anything on the court.
And defense works in every era.
Yeah, I just outside of the defense, I mean, he's a good facilitator, don't get me wrong, but I mean, that's really all I'm getting out of him is just the defense. He's not a guy that can drive to the hole and impose his will and score.
But yeah, I'll cool it on the Magic slander. I just had to say my piece about it.
You're good. But no, Kawhi Leonard, dude, is playing out of his effing mind.
Yeah, you guys see that I sent you earlier?
Did we what?
I sent you a stats of his all career best in the playoffs earlier. He's shooting. He's 31.2 points per game on 57% shooting, 40 on the line, 31.7 play.
Yeah, he's playing out of his mind right now. And
Yeah.
there was this debate
Aaron Bynes.
with First Take about Max Kellerman saying that he is better in crunch time than Kobe Bryant. Now, I mean, here's the thing that I don't like. The numbers show that he is, but, I mean, the numbers are one thing. I'm taking Kobe Bryant in crunch time over him.
But it's different. The stats, like, he's going to have way more attempts. So when he misses, it look worse in your career. And this guy on a god with the Spurs, and now and you got to almost think why he's done it. Well, he was better in the playoffs. Or in crunch time.
What do you think about it, Bear?
I'm taking Kobe 100 out of 100 times.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think it's really much of a question. I just think that Max Kellerman needed some heat thrown at him. I don't know.
Max Kellerman has been known to be an idiot.
Ben had known. But yeah, I don't really care to go on about the Sixers and the Six anymore.
Right. We're off NBA, right?
Yeah, I'm cool on it. Carlito cool. UFC, let's hit on that real quick.
Okay, well, to preface this is a UFC. This is super relevant. Like yesterday, Jordan Burroughs, Ben Askren had an impromptu wrestling match.
When is that?
They already had it. Burroughs murked him, obviously, but
Oh, it already happened.
yeah, Burroughs Tech fought him 11-0.
Jesus.
But But the fact that Ben Askren could like even avoid getting hit by Go potentially.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a cool event. Like I think they both made a lot of money off of it. It was
Right. It was a good thing for the wrestling community.
cool. And they had like a cool like double interview afterwards. It was just a really cool event. So good for Ben. Ben doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm glad that he took the initiative to still go out there and do it, even though he knew in the back of his head he was gonna get his titties played with.
Right, and he'd been talking about it for a while, and people like to say Ben talks a lot, but Ben does a lot too, so.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're gonna talk, you got to be about it.
Like, he knew he was going to get murked, but fuck it. It
Right.
was cool.
So, speaking of Ben Askren, what's his next step? Do we have any rumors or any thing lined up?
I want Bear jump in because I think he's a Ben Askren guy. But Ben's talking about GSP next spring.
Huh. I think GSP beats him.
Okay, Bear, what do you think about GSP Ben Askren?
GSP wins.
Okay, well, whatever, but can we at least get something
From the UFC aspect,
Oh, bro, you know both those fighters.
I know that I don't like Ben Askren.
I thought you liked Ben. Honestly.
No, I just don't like this wrestler mentality.
I thought you were gassing him before he went to the UFC.
I saw where he was tweeting the fact that he would be the only person to beat Khabib just because of his wrestling background.
Oh, yeah.
And that's great and all, but I don't want to watch that.
He'd stand much better.
I'm not watching March Madness. All right, I want to see guys punch each other, kick each other, do flying kicks off the wall. I don't care about these guys wrestling on the floor.
No, I
Well, you definitely don't wrestle like standing up.
Thanks, Clay. I didn't say that.
No, I
Appreciate
understand.
it.
But GSP low-key smacked Michael Bisping standing up the last time he fought.
Yeah, he was his daddy that fight.
So, like, I don't know if GSP so he'll wrestle. But he can stand. That's fucking good. It might not be as much of a sleeper, even though a lot of people think Ben Askren.
I just want to let everybody know I don't watch UFC enough to give real input. I just like Conor McGregor.
Is that the guy
Proper
that hasn't
whiskey.
fought in 10 years?
What?
Is that the guy that hasn't fought in 10 years?
I thought.
Oh, yeah. That's him right there. And he's still to talk about it. You're going to get more money out of his fights than you are anybody else's.
Well, no one's disputing that.
He doesn't have to fight for another 5 years and still get more money if he decides to say, you know what, I'm coming back and fighting.
Yeah, but he's saying that fun year the last time he fought.
That's fine.
Like a year ago, or whatever, not even. It was the baddest time on the planet. What is your point?
Mine or Bears?
Yours.
I like McGregor. I just don't like. I like him, but I don't like him. It's weird.
Yeah, he's really dodging fights while you're fighting.
I think it's more so I don't like the fanboys of him. Not speaking to you all personally. I just
You don't like what?
his fanboys, and like I said, it's not
Oh my
speaking
God.
directly to you all.
That's what makes the sport. The sport. Nate Diaz has 2 fanboys.
Yeah,
That's why
but
Nate Conker sell out more pictures than anybody. The fanboy.
I just don't like how McGregor thinks he's still the baddest guy, and he's talking shit to Khabib when Khabib daddied him.
He's the 2-time.
Right, and like
That's the
Floyd,
belt.
same argument. Like Floyd never got beat.
This guy went to box, the greatest boxer to ever live, and went how many rounds? How many rounds did it go?
He only got credit for that. Technically, one all 3 judges. Everybody knew that fixed from the beginning. That Floyd
But still.
It's not that Conor was ever going to win a decision.
One see Khabib go and fight Mayweather.
What did you say?
On a boxing, clearly boxing play, obviously. That might have been hard to figure out, but
Clay's disdain of Conor is the same reason he likes Floyd, and it just doesn't make sense.
I mean, it doesn't have to make sense. I don't like him that much.
No, it's the fact that like the same reason you like Floyd. The reasons are the reason.
The reason I like Floyd is because he's the fucking best.
Yeah, I get. Like we saw some great fights like we said that Conor didn't fight that person in the middle of the octagon. What have you got different? But either way, I don't disrespect Floyd. I like Floyd's sort of character. But this way that like Floyd's cockiness is cool because he's a technical master. He doesn't have to be tough. He's just a beast.
I mean, he doesn't have to be a beast. He's.
And I can't put it any other way. I'm dancing around it. The reasons you like Floyd are the same reasons you like Conor.
No, the reason I like Floyd is because he is the best at what he does.
Yeah.
nope.
I disagree.
Because
That
the reason why that's not true is because Mayweather does the same shit. He's the same cocky person. You don't like that cocky mentality from McGregor. Money Mayweather
No,
is the
that's
cocky
not
person
true.
on the planet. There's not one person on this planet that is more cocky than Floyd Mayweather.
Bear, you literally just put words into my mouth. I have never said that I don't like Conor's cockiness.
It's all good. First, you never get it to like a percentage. Like I've said that. It's crazy how you can't stand Conor's personality.
Wes, do you have your phone up to your face?
When Floyd's more toxic.
Wes,
Yeah.
do you have your phone up to your face? It's cutting out really bad.
Yep.
Okay, there I could hear you really clearly.
But no, we got to get off Conor.
Right.
I mean, agree to this.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I like Floyd a lot more after that.
So, do you think the trilogy between DC and Jones happens?
I just got a full cutout, so.
Do you
I
think
don't
the
know.
trilogy
What happened?
between DC and Jones happens? Anyone?
I can't hear.
Yeah, I just got like a 15-second long.
Can you hear me?
Year.
Do you think the trilogy between Jones and DC happens?
Jones and DC. If DC loses against Stipe, no.
You think he shuts it down?
I don't know if he shuts it down, but I don't like jump. This is a Stipe. That seems weird.
Wow.
Can't beat Stipe. He's not gonna be John.
No, that's for certain.
So logical thing. Maybe if he beats Stipe, he'll feel like he can chow him again, but Stipe's not gonna bend over like last fight. It's not like that again.
Yeah, I think it probably goes at least 3.
It's gonna go war.
NFL. Well, let's move to NFL. Who has the better season between Le'Veon and Antonio?
Maybe.
Is that unquestioned, or is that just your thought?
Just my thought.
What do you think, Andrew Bear?
I think Bell,
Why do you think Bell?
because Bell can run the ball, doesn't have to be thrown to. You just have to hand it off to him. I don't think Derek Carr is as good as we make him out to be. Or not we as in us, but like other people, they make him out to be like this solid quarterback.
Right.
And AB's going to get doubled. And I just don't see Derek Carr throwing the ball the same way that Big Ben has for AB's entire career.
Yeah, I'm with you on the Bell thing. Having the rookie quarterback gonna hand the ball off a lot. He's gonna get a lot of catches out of the backfield. The line is my biggest concern. He's so used to having a top 3 line in the league. I just don't see him having even remotely close to the year. To any of the years he had with Pittsburgh. So with
Let's
that
see
being
how
said,
patient he can be.
so with that being said,
Or how it works with a different O line.
I just think that Antonio Brown does not have even close to an Antonio Brown season.
We'll see. I think it's better year than Bell.
That's fair.
Playing on a better team.
Yeah, that's true too. So when I ask this next question, I'm not talking about stats. I'm talking about his level of play. Do you think Mahomes continues the MVP type of year that he had last year, or do you think that he comes back, has his sophomore slump? Meech, what do you think?
I know Kareem Hunt, no Tyreek definitely doesn't.
What is it?
No Kareem Hunt, no Tyreek Hill, definitely doesn't.
Yeah, I mean the stats are clearly going to decrease, but you're saying that he not up to the style of play he was at last year.
I just don't know how you can be missing those two weapons. I don't know how you I don't know how the offense is the same. Tyreek Hill is game plannable. Guy breaks defenses, special team coverage. They're gonna miss him a lot.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think, Bear?
I agree with Wes. I thought not only is that a thing, but the second year that Mahomes is going to be in the league, the NFL is notorious for being able to game plan for guys like this.
Facts.
The NFL it's crazy. You have to be an enormous talent to just be the untradeable. What I mean by that is you can't game plan for the guy. We don't know what he can do yet until after his second season. I won't say anything about the guy until after his second season. I didn't like him his first season just because he beat the Steelers. Really, I'm biased.
You said he was average when he was torching.
I said he was.
I was like, bro, this guy.
We have a terrible secondary. Bro.
No, I agree. You can't gauge how good someone is against our secondary. I agree with you.
And I'm
trash.
I don't know because they're team. But at the time, I was, that is disgusting.
Right.
Start of the fourth, Golden State and Houston Rockets tied at 72.
Zam.
Flip that on podcast.
Right. So I think that he continues his level of play. I just think the stats fall back. Reason being, I mean, he still has Travis Kelce. To be honest with you, I don't know a ton of their skill players. I just think that Mahomes is a really good quarterback. That having the coach he does with Andy Reid is gonna help that a lot. I think.
Yeah, Andy Reid.
I think
with the laminated play sheet.
Right, with the mustache.
The hat pulled down over his eyebrows.
I think without Andy Reid, he regresses tremendously. But I just think that Patty Mahomes is that much of a talent that no one is going to notice him being off from what we saw last year. That's my 2 cents.
I mean, it's easy for him that he's on when he doesn't have these. And if he doesn't, what he did last year. Hashtag monster.
So, out of the rookies that were selected this year, I mean, do you think Kyler Murray is going to be, like, the truth there in Arizona? Anyone?
I heard Arizona.
Is Kyler Murray going to be the truth in Arizona?
Who?
Kyler Murray.
Right. Don't know. Quarterback. Does anybody know?
Yeah, I mean, are you saying does anybody know if he's going to be good or what?
I just. That's really hard to predict. Who could have predicted Mahomes first year? Does Arizona have them? Really?
I think that I don't think he has a strong impact his rookie year. I think that he plays well. I don't even know that he plays up to how well Baker Mayfield played last year. But I think that we see some promising stuff out of him.
Maybe, but Seahawks, I guess. San Francisco, not really that good. I guess. Okay. The NFC West is what it once was.
I think Colin Kaepernick will have a great year.
Are you talking about doing well in his Nike ad commercials?
Just having a great year. He's going to have a great year. But no, on a serious note, Kyler Murray, I think he reminds me of Russell Wilson. I'm not going to say he's like Russell Wilson, but he just reminds me of him. And I hope he does great, to be honest. I have no quarrel with him at all. I don't even know who he is, really. He played for Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You have to run that division.
In the Big 12. We'll see. How tall is he? Like 5'9"?
I think he measures it like 5'10" or 5'11".
Good luck. Good luck. That's all I got to say. Good luck.
Yeah, Rams division. Good luck with the wild card. In a couple years.
I think that that Bosa guy, Nick Bosa, I think that he has the most. I think that he has the most impact as a rookie this year.
It's a decent bet.
Dude's just a hell of a pass rusher.
Should go number one.
This is not of the rookies. I don't think they're very good.
So, which team do you think that I don't know? Let's say which team that didn't make the playoffs last year makes the playoffs this year?
Steelers.
The Pittsburgh fucking.
That's unquestionable.
Right, I mean, that's just a layup.
Let's say NFC though.
Carolina.
They didn't make the playoffs last year?
Did they not? They did. Maybe.
Wild card weekend. Hold on, I gotta look this up. Bear, who do you think? No, they were not in the playoffs last year.
Carolina. Thank you for ruining my momentum.
No, I'm sorry. I thought that they did.
But in all seriousness, I definitely think the Steelers will. I think that Juju's going to get 100 catches for 1,700 yards. I think he's an absolute unit. He's got Big Ben throwing to him. We have James Connor with the best offensive line in the league.
Did I hear that right?
I'm not trying to be
1,700
biased or anything, but James Connor with Juju Smith-Schuster, Steelers are doing the Steelers thing. You know, we breed wide receivers and running backs like it's nothing.
Bear, I need to know that I heard you right.
What?
I need to know that I heard you right. Did you say 1,700 yards?
Yeah.
Are you taking that to the bank?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I think you need to take a mental health day tomorrow.
I got another potential NFC. Not Carolina.
It was a joke.
Let's see.
Green Bay.
Green Bay, okay. I like that sizzle.
Green Bay is kind of an obvious one. Carolina, I don't know.
I like your sizzle there.
Sizzle.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with.
It's not crazy to think that Juju would get 1,700 yards. AB did it almost 3 times.
Oh, whoa. He said Juju 1,700.
You're just now hearing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, it sounds crazy now. AB did it almost 3 times, and I think Juju's
That's a
better.
bunch. That's a lot of yards.
So I'm gonna say that the Steelers and the Falcons make the playoffs next year. So out of the teams that did make the playoffs, which ones do you think don't this coming year?
The Patriots.
Nice try. I'm gonna go with mine first. I'm gonna say the Ravens, and I'm gonna say the Saints. So the reason I'm gonna say the Saints is because they're losing Ingram. I don't see Alvin Kamara being an every down back. I think that'll be interesting to see. Drew Brees. I'm not saying that Drew Brees is gonna suck because he's Drew Brees, but it's like that dude's got to start hitting the decline sooner than later. Dude's like almost 40, if he isn't already 40. And they've lost 2 straight NFC Championship heartbreakers. The Minnesota Miracle and then the no call or the referees fucking them last year. So
I say Texans.
you say what?
The Houston Texans.
Okay.
And the Titans going forward in that division.
I know that you've been on the Titans bandwagon a little bit.
And the Colts, if they get a real in.
Who do you think out of the NFC doesn't make it that did last year?
Give me a sec.
Who all made it?
The Seahawks, the Cowboys.
Really wild, too.
Seahawks.
Rams.
Seahawks don't make it.
You think the Rams don't?
I don't have a great Rams, honestly. Even though I just said that there's no way Arizona to division, but
That's a sizzling hot take.
no, never mind. I can face with the team. Obviously,
Who?
Chicago.
Okay, I like that. I like that pick.
But like, it wouldn't surprise the Rams to perform at the level. Sure.
Whew.
Eagles, Seahawks, Cowboys, and Saints. I don't know. That's too hard to say. Thought it was like.
Wow.
Are you all good on the sports?
You didn't get your MLB thing.
Oh yeah, Yankees. They lost tonight. Don't want to talk about it, but they came back. They came back. Scored 3 runs in the 9th last night to walk off. Yeah. So that's really all I want to hit on with that. Cody Bellinger going off this year. Looks like MVP candidate. That's all I really want to touch on MLB. One thing outside of sports that I want to hit on just real quick. The shootings in the United States. Not even so much the shootings, but the shootings in schools. Like, think about it. I mean, I'm now a parent. Think about it if you had a kid and you sent them to school. I mean, that's something that like parents really have to worry about now. Like,
Yeah,
like that's just a really scary thought. Like, I mean, I'm as big on the Second Amendment as the next guy, but like we just got to do something as far as getting it to where our kids should feel safe going to school. Not even our kids, like the teachers, the everyone involved. Like, people in America should not have to feel unsafe walking outside their doors.
Here's the thing for me. This is a really hard topic.
It is.
I would think that those shootings would occur at like basketball games or NFL games or somewhere where there's a lot of people,
Mass
right?
amounts, yeah.
And I feel like the reason why they don't is they still could is the fact that they have metal detectors when you walk in.
But even,
I have like a weird take on it,
let's hear it.
and it's not like because I don't really have any idea what to do about the gun situation. But like, would you guys say that shootings have occurred more post-internet era?
We've definitely heard about them way more.
I just think it has something to do with these socially introverted people on the internet that get the confidence to do things they normally wouldn't do.
That could have some sort of association.
I just don't think back in the day without the internet they could like sub it at the amount of people that do this could like actually get themselves to do that. I think the internet to a degree just plays a role, which how do you control that? I have no idea, but I really think the internet plays a role. There's a lot of shit going on in the internet.
I just find it so disturbing. Like I've seen 2 different stories in the last week where innocent people have thrown themselves in front of the gunman and died trying to be a hero, and it's like I mean, no bullshit, like it really gives me cold chills thinking like that really could be anywhere at any time, just wrong time, wrong place.
This is difficult, man.
It really is, and it's like, I mean, the worst part about it is it's happening at schools where there's fucking kids, man.
When I said internet, I should have specified more about media, the media
Yeah, social media platform.
coverage, and
But
TV media, the way that they cover these shootings, it becomes like a national that day. Like everybody's tuning in, everybody's reading about it. Those people want that exposure, and you know they'll get it because they've seen it in the past in the internet, the media corporation.
I think that Clay Travis, a guy that I follow on Fox Sports, I think he has a good theory on how to not stop it, but try to minimize it as much as possible. They always say that these shooters want to be famous, so to speak. Like, don't mention the shooter. Like, don't mention his or her name. Just leave them out of it. Just talk about the victims. So that way, these shooters don't become famous for a day, 2 days, a week, a month, whatever. Like, just don't mention the shooter and just
It's
like...
even worse in this most recent situation because they had 2 suspects apprehended. So there'll be a trial. They'll put faces to it that will last.
And that's just it. Like, these guys are going to be famous for what they
Right,
did.
and they'll have their moment in court if they want it.
And that's just it. These people are going to be talked more about than the people that died from it, the innocent people that died from it.
And that's the internet media exposure thing. People think that they're the Columbine legends or some shit. It's ridiculous.
And like I said, I am big on the right to bear arms, but when it comes down to it, like, something has to be done to protect, like, the citizens of America to where they can feel safe walking out the door, and that's just really my stance. I don't know what needs to be done. I can't answer that. Everyone says gun control. I mean, everyone knows the criminals don't follow the law. That's really all I got. I don't have an answer for it, and I don't know that anyone has the right answer.
no, I don't think there is a right answer, but we have to look at where they're occurring because there's so many mass gatherings of people. We've only seen one other occurrence where it was, Las Vegas, where you see a shooting coming from the hotel down on people that wasn't a school. That's the last one I can remember of a mass shooting that wasn't a school.
Inside the U.S., yeah.
Yeah. And we have to look at the differences here. There's no metal detectors in these schools. I don't know if that fixes it because there was a time where a guy pulled the fire alarm and had all the kids come out, and then he did it. people are finding ways to just cause mass mayhem and get their name out there, and it's disturbing. And I don't know if there is a way to fix it. We can talk about taking away guns, but in reality, people are still going to get guns just like they get drugs.
Exactly.
Drugs are illegal, and yet it's a serious epidemic here in West Virginia. Heroin is illegal, and people may not like that comparison, and I understand why. Because at the end of the day, it's kids that are being killed, and that's tragic. And I can only imagine if my 12-year-old sister was a victim to this.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's just a really hard topic. We have to do something.
Yeah,
I would like to know if there's more.
I guess honestly,
And
that's wrong.
I may be completely oblivious to this. I would like to know if there's more deaths per year due to drugs or gun violence. It's got to be drugs, right?
100% drugs.
Probably.
So it's like, I mean, what's your thoughts on that comparison? Drugs,
I think-
drugs, they're doing it to themselves. Guns, these people like are majority are innocent, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's still a life being taken.
Right.
So it's like, I mean, do you
It's self-inflicted
do you
sometimes.
ban
Those who don't really
drugs?
talk about it.
Do you ban drugs harder? Like, I don't understand.
Well, I don't know if drugs are used to kill people. People don't really have the intention of using them to kill masses of people.
What was?
The gun deaths and the drug deaths. I'm seeing 2017 gun deaths, 70K 20 in the U.S. Drug overdoses. So there might be more drug related deaths, I'm sure, like drug overdose.
Right. Ashley's sister said that she was at Southside Kroger the other day. She went in to get something from the store and walked back out. And when she went to her car, the lady next to her got pulled out of her car, fucking overdosed in her car. She said that her body was blue. Like blue. And I'm just thinking, like, that should never happen on Southside.
There's been multiple overdoses. Cars I used to work.
That's just disgusting to think about. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to bring that up, touch on that. I feel bad for the
Okay.
right. Drugs are bad. I'm going. I feel really bad for the innocent lives that get taken in shootings, and especially school shootings. Innocent kids that, I mean, just may not feel safe going to school. Like, that's a real ass thing. I know my brother, who lives down in Florida, his first year of going to the new school he went to, which is in a great area. They had a lockdown on their school. There was a big plot of, I think, 2 or 3 different kids bringing guns to school, and luckily police caught it beforehand. The word got out, but it's a charter school, so they all wear uniforms, and the thing was, if you didn't want to get shot, wear white to school the next day. So yeah, it's pretty ridiculous to think about. I don't know if you all want to hit on anything different, anything else, more on this or what. That's really all I got for that.
Imagine how pathetic you have to be to sit down and think to yourself, "I'm going to shoot up a school." Like, you must be the lowest of the low. I could put them on the level of a rapist or a child molester, someone on that level, and I think they need to be put on an island and starve to death.
Just completely suffer. Like electric chair, whatever. They just need to die. Seriously.
And it sounds cruel, but screw those guys or girls, whoever. I mean, it hasn't been a girl yet, I don't think. But
No, let's take out the politically correct version. Fuck those people that decide to take innocent lives. They can go to hell.
yeah. And man, you just don't see these shootings happening in places where, well, there was a shooting actually at a military base, believe it or not. You would think people have guns, so people are just. That just shows how stupid they are. Whoever has done this, or plans to do it, they're just not only they're stupid, but they're just pathetic. God, man.
Yeah, I just. Yeah, I got nothing for them. They just. I don't know. I don't care. Okay, I don't want to say I don't care what's going on in their life, but whatever it is not bad enough to go shoot people.
Yeah, 100%.
Public and die slow. Make an example. Maybe people do that.
So, is there anything else that you guys wanted to hit on?
No, I think that's good.
The Ben Askren, Jordan Burroughs thing was like the big thing I wanted because I was kind of brand new and that was happening.
Roger that.
Really cool.
We'll catch back up on this in 2 days.
Yeah.
Wake and take out, boys.
And
It is.